Hi, welcome everybody. Thank you for your patience. My name is Kent Richard. We're live at twitch.tv/Kent Richard. Also on YouTube, where I'm now uploading shorts and pictures of me in my shorts and more shorts and all sorts of stuff. Hey, Corrigan, welcome. All right, so yeah, sorry, my class was supposed to end at 7 p.m. Unfortunately, ran a little long, but a lot of valuable information. I don't want to say who, but a very well-known voice actor. Oh yeah, delicious. Hey Hankin, welcome. Hankin, I'll tell you something later. Maybe I'll tell you right now, but over a DM. Hold on. First things first. Again, welcome everybody. We are going to be streaming some more routine for today. Wait, did I turn RichardBot on? Yes, RichardBot is on. So what am I missing? Oh yeah, I forgot to turn on my YouTube stream chat. Okay, tell me later. No, I'll tell you right now. Hold on. Let's see. Give me just a moment. I'm only going to tell Hankin. I'm not going to tell anyone else, because Hankin already knows. Frank Oz as Yoda. No, it was a very prolific voice actor who's been a voice actor in a lot of video games and cartoons. Was actually the instructor. Well, I guess the person critiquing people's voice acting ability. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. Yeah, like I said, I ate a big bowl of chili, and it's not that it's like upset my stomach. It's just that it was too big of a bowl. I should have made a smaller portion. Let's see. Alrighty. All right, there is that. Oh, good Hankin. Let's see. Alright, there we go. Okay, yeah, there we go. Yeah, it was something that, Hankin, it was something that you and I had talked about before, you know, stemming from TwitchCon, actually, yeah, where we decided to get married and have babies. No, Nolan North. No, it was Brian Summer, actually. Yeah. Alright, James Earl I was thinking that might be tough now. That would be incredible. But now it would be like the AI version of him, so it should not be as good. All right, yeah, it might be a little difficult now. He's just like I was gonna make a joke and say, yeah, he's teaching the class, but he's in a box. I'd be like, like James, we can't hear. It's like I can't help it. I'm in a box. So God, so stupid. All right, hold on. I gotta click on a couple clicky things. What time is it? 7:34. Yes. God, the class went a little long, but like I said, we were having fun. It was very informative. Let's see. Oh, oh, there goes some more of it. Meanwhile, let's see. Baby steps. Baby stoops. Oh no, we're not. No, we're not doing baby steps, and we did so much baby steps, or so much baby steps. All right, no, we're gonna be finishing. Hopefully, we can beat routine today. But I've only got, yeah, I mean, I'll probably have like 2.5 hours, maybe 3 hours left in the stream. Let's see. The acoustics are terrible in there. Yeah, but it's great for sound deadening. No pun intended. Yeah. All right. All right. There's that. All right. Everything should be good to go right about now. All right. Well, yeah. Let's just go ahead and dive in. Not too much to say right here, right now, for right here, right now. Yeah, I will say that, yeah, that things are in the works for a new channel partner, so that'll be nice. And I got some new goodies on the way, so a couple different things. Let's see. Oh yeah, speaking of which, eggplant. Let's see. Okay. All right, yeah, so I've got, like I said, we got some new channel partners that are in the works, and I'll be, hopefully when all that stuff, you know, is finalized, I'll be able to tell you guys about it. My life is now complete. I've seen the shorts of Captain Richard's epic fall in baby steps down the cliff at the stairs. Yes, exactly. I just, God, it's crazy. I just uploaded that to YouTube. I mean, YouTube is bonkers. I really should be doing at least one short every day. But, oh, whoops, where's my, oh, I pushed the wrong button. Yeah, that video I just uploaded just a few hours ago already has, like 1,300 views, over 1,000 views, and I thought that was kind of interesting, so, Yeah, man, YouTube Shorts. It's like if you have a short attention span, and you like YouTube Shorts. Yeah. Fong's your face in it? No, but that could be the next thing. Manchu says Saturday was my birthday and all I got was this stupid. Oh no, no, Manchu. Oh no, really? Oh man, hold on. Let's do. So Manchu, like I said, Manchu, we may actually have to put a sticker, like a sponsor sticker on the car, because I think after adding everything up, I think you're there. So what we'll do is we'll put a picture of you in your birthday suit on the side of the car. Yeah, so that works. Yeah, right about there. So a belated happy birthday, Manchu. Did you have like family over, friends over? Did you, I don't know, get hung over? You know what something over based. Strange part is I have not seen a soul in 4 days. Oh, really? So, okay, kind of flying solo, huh? My sister surprised me on my birthday. I streamed on my birthday, as I usually do. And then after the stream, you know, at around 11 p.m., you know, I hear a knock on the door, and I was like, there's no way. It's got to be a neighbor. Okay, there was, what was it? There was, earlier in the day, there was some door-to-door solicitor. And, you know, I told him, it's like, you know, beat it. He's like, no, but we've got more information for you. I was like, yeah, no, it's okay. I don't need to know more about it. You know how, like, that pushy they could be, but I was like, yeah, beat it. So when I heard that knocking at, like, 10:30, 11 p.m. at night, I was like, there's no way this guy came back. It's got to be a neighbor. Open the door. It's my sister. She had, her and my parents conspired to have her visit me on my birthday, which was kind of fun. So what's the plan for post-voice training? You can spill the beans. We won't leak anything. Everyone please confirm their NDAs have been signed. Well, it's a workshop, so it's not auditioning for anything. It's basically teaching you what to do, what not to do, how to approach auditions, how to, you know, hopefully work with people. You might come in with an idea for a character, then you actually meet the person who's the director or whatever, and they just want something completely you hadn't thought of. You have to be malleable, even if you have skills, being able to say things on a microphone. You have to be malleable, you know, let the director form you into the character that they want you to be for their game or their cartoon or for their explosive new movie or whatever. So you didn't get the stripogram we crowdfunded? Not yet. Yeah. But, yeah, please do wish Manchu a happy birthday as of Saturday. Turned 21. Yeah, the ripe old age of 21. Yes. Yeah, maybe someday. Hold on. Yeah, wait a minute.
Maybe. At some point, we'll finally figure out just what it is that Manchu looks like. Nude. I want to believe.
Yeah, I want to believe that's a thing. Okay, let's do this. I lost my train of thought. Let's jump into routine. We left off when we were about to have to do some kind of chemistry experiment to discover how best to fight against the fungus, like this moon fungus. My birth this year was the worst for me, so much so my son told me my birthday this year was the worst for me, so much so my son told me I could pretend it didn't happen. So I did not age this year. Oh, wait. Okay, gotcha. Wait, so much so. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I got tripped up thinking about this for a second. So what happened on your birthday that was not so good? So yeah, what Oh gosh, yeah, that would be. You know, I've been thinking about that as of late. My condolences, Avalon. That's the big thing. I get kind of, you know, I hate to say it, but I kind of worry about that kind of stuff now because, yeah, my father, he just celebrated his 74th birthday. You know, he had me when he was very old. I'm only 21, but yeah, you know, it's one of those things where, like, you just kind of don't think about it normally till it happens. But yeah, when it happens, say, to other people, you're like, oh yeah, you know, that could be me. Or probably, well, I guess will be me eventually. You know, just, you know, knowing that someone you care about is no longer there. Evie, thank you for gifting a sub to Avalon. Avalon, did you get my message on my final message on Discord? Just out of curiosity. All right, let me set this up. We're jumping into... But yeah, you know, that's God. I just sometimes, like, I call my parents. I try to call my parents every Sunday, you know, just to say hey, because yeah, you never know, man. It might be the last time you get to talk to them. So, botany. Oh, as Alzheimer's. Yeah, gosh, I sat next to a person on a plane that very clearly had Alzheimer's, and then like it's very tough. Okay, so we very clearly have a nasty boy outside, and okay, so we are. This is a game called Routine. Routine is where you play a space engineer, no relation to the game Space Engineer, who has been tasked with going up to a base on a moon called, I think it's called Ultramar Station or Ultra Station or Utopia Station, something like that. And you get there, and then as it's revealed in the game, a little bit of a spoiler, it turns out that you're coming here years and years and years after there had been some kind of terrible incident. Well, as far as I think it's years later, but given how, you know, old some of the corpses and stuff are. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so just I will fire away as soon as I can, because the sooner the better. Yeah. All right. God, there was something else I was gonna bring up. Anyways, long story short, yeah, you play this engineer who ends up on this space station. It's or not space station. It's a moon base. I guess in an alternative history, mankind had actually developed a kind of a tourist destination on the moon. So a lot of the stuff that happened took place in the 70s. It's the year 2025. We still don't have a moon base.
Ultimate badass. State of the badass art.
Hey you, I got to come watch this. Turns out my boss haven't put any work on my plan for tomorrow, so I guess I'm gonna have yet another day off.
That's well, are you saying that do you do like on-call work, or how does that work? So yeah, Mammon Lord says that looks like my butthole friend. Yeah, if you got something that's crawling out of your nether regions, you might want to get checked.
I am the ultimate badass.
Ah, come Mark Mage, thank you for the 128 months. Thank you for that.
128 month sub.
I think that's like 1 million years. Is that a tapeworm? Exactly. Hold on, there's a hype train. Ah, well, yeah, thank you, Corbin, for showing me your bits, and then I didn't even know we had a hype train right now. Thank you for that. All right, well, all right, so long story short, so yeah, you get to the space station, there's a bunch of angry sentient robots that are killing everybody, you finally slip past them, only to find out that the reason why the whole moon base was locked down is that they finally discovered alien life, proof of alien life on the moon. Turns out there's some kind of weird fungus type stuff that is lizard-based. Huh. Oh, yeah. Lizard. 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 Oh. Lizard. 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 Drop. Lizard. Eat it up. Yeah. All right. Song always cracks me up. Yeah, I get kind of into it. Man, KFC's festive chicken sandwich looks gross. Has anyone tried it? Is it any good? Oh, you've instantly piqued my curiosity, considering I'm a kind of a fat so yeah, let's take a look at that. All right, I'll Google KFC disgustingness. KFC festive feast. The hell is this? Okay. Is it like is it a regional thing, or what are we looking for? I don't know. Deals, the latest, I don't know, Tuesday deal, 8-piece tenders for $10. My local KFC used to do 10 tenders for $10 until they shut down. Oh man, Bean Chew
donated $6.66.
Well, thank you, Bean Chew.
Brad Lizard also boo.
Yeah, also there'll be a boo. No, what's with the festive feast? Festive chicken sandwich. Is it like a regional thing? I didn't know they had Southwestern cheddar gravy. God, I didn't know they had that. Pour that onto that and all of this. Just like pour some in my soda. Okay, all right, so it's called the KFC, the KIFK, festive chicken sandwich. Oh, so it's supposed to be, so it's basically a chicken sandwich. It's like bread, mayo, chicken, cranberry sauce, stuffing, and probably more mayo. Huh. The most festive, buy one, get one. That's interesting. I wonder if it's regional, because, yeah, it looks like, I don't know. Oh, yeah, there we go. I don't know. I mean, so there are a couple places, like, for instance, Wawa has something that they call the Gobbler Sub, and it's kind of the same thing. It has, like, hot turkey with gravy, mashed potatoes, stuffing, cranberry sauce, a little bit of garlic aioli or mayo. Yeah. Now you have to fall forward. I will, directly into my own computer. Yeah, so here it is. Oh, homemade KFC. The festive chicken sandwich. That's really weird. Wait, how is it when I click on this, or when it says festive chicken sandwich, but then I click on it and it's like a different thumbnail? What kind of witchcraft is this? Is there a deploy fire button on that box? If not, can you add one? I probably should add one to my seat. I had chili for dinner. I had too much of it too. I put a little 3-cheese cheddar blend, a little bit of crunchy crumbs. I had a slice of Texas toast, and it was very filling. I don't know. I've been trying to eat less, which is a lie, but at least I've been trying. And I don't know. I think I ate too much. Okay, here we go. I mean, I'd try it. Yeah, it doesn't look like the worst thing you could ever eat. Unlike what I ate for lunch today. Lion Strong says, I'm a bus driver in a tourism bus company, but have normally a gig for private school to pick the kids up every morning and drive them home in the afternoon. But I was sick Thursday and Friday last week, and they deleted this week's jobs, but I have declared I'm good to drive again. Oh, okay. I see. You know, here in the United States, there was a shortage of school bus drivers. This was a while back, but yeah, they were offering school bus drivers a lot more money, and I thought, maybe I should apply. And then I looked at my driving history, and I was like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't. So I can imagine that they're probably very, very, very strict. Here's an absolutely true story. This is a 100% true story. I applied for a job at the White House, which is where the president resides and does presidential stuff. They needed a person who was an IT guy who had video telecom experience, which I did. And I did interview for a position at the White House. Who was in there at the time? Was that Obama? It was probably Obama. Anyways, not bad for a 21-year-old, right? So I ultimately didn't get hired, and the reason why, they said I had too many speeding tickets, and I was like, well, what does that matter? It's not like criminal history, it's just speeding tickets. They're like, yeah, we basically need people who have no issues whatsoever, because we can't have speeding on the presidential lawn, the presidential driveway and things, because people who work at the White House, they get to go into the perimeter of the White House and they park somewhere else. I can't remember if it's like an underground garage or what. But yeah, it was funny too, because I had a second interview, but the second interview was them telling me that I wasn't going to be hired because I had too many speeding tickets. And I thought, that's interesting. So, anyways, but yeah, it was weird. I interviewed at a building that was, I think, across the street from the White House. So. Let's see. I too applied a couple times for IT positions in the White House, wasn't picked. Yeah, and to think, it's like, I mean, I was pretty much the guy they were looking for. They needed somebody who had both IT and AV telecom certifications, and I did. And but yeah, they said yeah, couldn't take me because I had too many speeding tickets. Too many at the time was like, I don't know, like 4, probably 3 or 4, so that probably doesn't look very good. But you have to understand, I mean, this is literally the home of the president, in the capital of the country and all sorts of stuff. So they can afford to be very choosy for a role like that. Funny thing was, it actually didn't even pay that great. It was just, you would get what was called, I think, a Yankee White clearance, and that basically just means you have White House and or presidential access. So yeah, but later I ended up working with a guy who previously worked at the White House for a very long time. He worked at, I used to work at the, and, so he worked for Bush. God, who did he work for? I think he worked for Bush Jr. I think it was, yeah, no, I think he said he was there for Bush Sr. and the Clinton family or something like that. But yeah, he actually did have one of those White House clearances, and he worked there for a long time. He said Barbara Bush made him a sandwich once. I was like, why did the wife of the president of the United States make you a sandwich? He's like, I don't know, I was hungry. You know? So it's just, yeah, it's a job as much as anything. I wasn't picked for the White House gig because you have to be trilingual. I'm just monolingual, but I passed all the rigid security background checks. Really? You know, it's funny because they didn't require any multilingualness for the job I was applying for, which was technically like a communications job, but I guess it was, I don't know, it was like kind of like being a video network engineer sort of. But basically, you had to know IT stuff, and then you had to know Polycom and Tandberg, and now which is now Cisco. Had to know those systems, and I did. I had certs for all that stuff. So, but they told me my lead foot made me ineligible to drive very quickly into the White House. So, all right. Yeah, I have like 4 different kinds of licenses to drive the buses, and in the school vacations, I'm driving luxury buses, and at times the kids get picked up in our VIP bus. Ooh. I'll never forget when I was going to school in Germany, they used to, because they didn't have the traditional yellow American-style school buses, we would frequently get picked up in double-decker buses, which are very common in Europe. So, you know, like double-decker kind of stuff. So, kind of like in, you know, England, London, you know, very famously, the big, like, double-decker red buses. Germany uses a lot of those. So, yeah, we used to go to school in those. Like, the cool kids would sit in the back and the top, and the ugly kids would, you know, sit in the bottom where I sat, you know. You know, all that kind of stuff. But, yeah. Yeah, Manchu, barely, exactly. Yeah, government contract requirements are a trip. I run services on the government cloud for MS. The layers of compliance to certify individuals for clearance are many, and many of the times we are working on sovereign clouds with remote by proxy teams for support. Yeah. All sorts of stuff. I mean, some of my jobs, I used to routinely talk to people in, you know, Afghanistan, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, you know, Kansas. It's a true story, actually. So, yeah, Xiao, God, what's his name? Xiao Mai NYC. Yeah, he speaks. I've watched a lot of his videos. He speaks quite a large multitude. Although some have commented that he doesn't exactly learn all the languages he claims to learn. They say he just learns a few phrases to get by for basic conversational, you know, chats in that language. But then again, most people just do that. You know, they just chat a little bit. If you can get by with all the simple stuff, then, you know, he doesn't. I don't think he claims to be fluent, but, you know, he's learned, like, gosh, you know, various African languages, Asian languages. You know, he speaks English mostly, you know, just a couple different things. But yeah, I remember I was watching that episode where he was trying to learn, you know, like Irish, also known as like Gaelic Irish, and then he goes to those locations and tries to, you know, speak to the local populace. So I think that's neat. Even on, like, I take Duolingo lessons, and sometimes you'll, you know, get comments from other people or something like that, and then you can see it's like, oh yeah, this person is learning German like I am, or they're learning 7 other languages, and it's just crazy that, yeah, some people can have a knack for languages. I guess it's just like people who have a knack for programming or otherwise, but yeah, you know, my own mother speaks, but she speaks 4 languages, I guess, sort of, yeah, 4 languages, well, like 3.5. I think she was like not totally fluent, I think, in Korean, but we lived in Korea for a while, so, and she picked up a good bit of the language, so it's, yeah, anyone who can speak multiple languages, including a lot of you who watch this channel who, you know, I know the English is not your first language, but, you know, just come hang out and listen to, you know, Bearded Weirdo on the internet. I'm always happy to say that anyone who says that their English is not that great, just know that your English is better than my German. So, yeah, multiple people with, you know, different language as a base language are always welcome here. Okay, well, so yeah, let's see. So apparently we have to figure out how to decontaminate this stuff. Like it's some kind of moon fungus. Again, officially having discovered life on the moon, but unfortunately it's life that infects humans and causes them either to die and become plant food or to mutate and become big, disgusting monsters. Yeah, is sarcasm a language of its own? I don't know, you figure it out. Yeah, maybe. Does it look like it? Yeah. Not to get political, but them denying you a job at the White House for speeding tickets makes them seem even more ridiculous with all the people they've allowed on the White House grounds. Not referring to any specific administration, the current one. Just thinking of all the terrible human beings that have been there that are welcome guests. Yes. Yeah, it boggles the mind, doesn't it? But, I don't know. I thought it was cool, you know. What's really, really, really unfortunate too is I had a relative that through some of their work, I guess medical work, they actually were invited to the White House holiday dinner. You know, they have like I guess like a kind of a, I don't know, some kind of shindig that they have during the holidays. And my cousin asked me if I wanted, or was going to ask me if I wanted to go, but they asked my mother, and my mother was like, no, he's not into that kind of stuff. Yeah, he's probably going to be working anyways. And so she didn't, you know, she didn't invite me. And my mother told me that. I was like, are you out of your mind? I would have loved to have gone, you know, like crazy, get invited to a presidential holiday dinner. You know, there's probably lots of security and stuff there. And I was like, really, Mom? I thought you wanted me to, you know, hobnob with people a lot more successful than I am. And she's like, well, I just didn't think you'd want to go. You're into like punk rock music and, you know, complaining about your job. It's like, yeah, but I'd still like to go. You know, so yeah, that was the one time I was going to get to go have dinner at the White House. And my mother, you know, whom I love dearly, she was like, no, he's not into that stuff. Bees, wonderful work today. Bees was also in the voice acting workshops, or has been in the voice acting workshops. So yeah, I don't know, Bees, if you saw some of the feedback you were getting in the group chat, but Bees and I were doing group stuff together. Yeah, no, but she was killing it. It was fun to see. So hopefully they'll continue doing sessions like that, and yeah, we'll have to see if what kind of fun we can have. But yeah, I hopefully you did actually read some voice chat. Yeah, group stuff. Yes, I've never done that before, but I'm learning. It's kind of fun. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. Please be sure to check out Bees with the Knees right here on Twitch at twitch.tv. You guessed it, /Bees with the Knees. Yeah. Of course, Bees. Yeah. Everything even I typed, I was like, yeah, get 'em, Bees. When you're talking about the you know, the surly sorceress character. Alrighty, well, so yeah, again, hey Grumbly, thank you for tuning in over on the YouTube side. So yeah, we have to figure out what we can do to turn this fungal infection into a pile of pink goo. So, Bees, who is the other content creator who's I guess their name is the Other Bees? Was that a joke that kind of flew over my head, or was that another content creator with like Bees as a name? Okay, so decontamination solution EL9, choosing a base. So isopropyl alcohol. I don't know, I think they're another content creator named Bees Knees. I haven't met them. There was at one point in time another content creator named Captain Richard. I think it was like Captain Richard DK. And I think it was a guy from Denmark, and I remember wanting to go raid their channel because, you know, just thought it'd be funny, but yeah, then they stopped streaming and I was sad because I was like, yeah, I thought it'd be funny to go raid another streamer with the exact same name as me. Okay. Potent oxidizer. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to find something that can decontaminate but not actually kill us. So the last thing we want to make is mustard gas in here. So hopefully you got your biology hat, or I'm sorry, chemistry hats on. Because yeah, we have to create a concoction that will decontaminate but not kill, decontaminate the fungus, or us from the fungus, but not actually kill us. I need to try and check them out at some point, yeah, or take them out at some point. You know, there can only be one. Bees with the Knees is the next Highlander. Is the next Highlander indeed. Okay, so base. Let's try isopropyl alcohol. Okay, and then the active ingredient, silver ions stabilizer. So yeah, we need to figure out what is copper. Best and mildly acidic. Highly silver ions, highly compatible. EDTA can bind silver ions too tightly. Peracetic acid. Hydrogen peroxide. So silver and EDTA. So we need to... Let's try... Okay, we're going to try base of isopropyl alcohol mixed with silver ions, peracetic acid with EDTA as a stabilizer. Chat, if we one-shot this, you gotta give me a high five. Okay, results. Fail. Okay, so the effectiveness was only 50%. Hydrochloric acid bath. Alright, results. Okay, so... Peracetic acid. Isopropyl alcohol with silver ions and hydrogen peroxide. Let's test. We could just brute force this, but do we have any chemists in chat? I dated a lady who was in college for chemistry. Both chemistry and biological chemistry. So, yeah. And she ruined my life. Yeah. So, yeah, apparently we didn't have the chemistry that we could have had. Okay, Alright, so chat, we have created an effectiveness of 75% switching to hydrogen peroxide. So let's see, so EDTA as a base. Potential actives, those are active compounds. Let's see if there's something that would be better as a base. Binds metal ions. Choosing a base. So isopropyl alcohol is probably a good one.
Someone cooked here.
Yeah. Oh, that's fun. I think the base is... I think so too. So, stabilizer. EDTA. Try sodium. We can try sodium bicarbonate. I think EDTA will be right. So we're going to sprinkle this stuff all over it. Just... oh, it's like a Peter North film. Oh, no, yeah, see, I think EDTA is fine as a stabilizer. So the base of isopropyl alcohol, the active ingredients. Isopropyl alcohol, this is a very effective base, helps dissolve cell membranes, making pathogens more vulnerable to copper and peroxide. So, let's see. So why don't we take the active copper in there instead, and keep EDTA as a stabilizer.
Oh, baby.
Oh, I think... Hey, chat, it's working! Oh, chat, we did it! Compound is 100% effective. Gosh, none too soon, because I'm spent. So, formula assigned to decontamination chamber. Main control laboratory is accessible. Let's see. NVIDIA... Yeah, you were talking about buying a Nissan. Are you... So, NVIDIA, are you convinced that the Nissan is the car for you? What have I walked into? Only caps content? You know it, baby. So, let's see. If I was possibly, maybe, going to decontaminate... Actually, let's save the game. Alright, connect.
Do you want to joust?
I should probably not ask it that way. Alright, here we go. Look, chat, never watch this channel. Yeah, Bees is is gonna run away screaming here. Oh my goodness. It's just, it all depends. It's like, yeah, you know, talking with Bees about the voice act, I think it's like, do you want to joust? It's like, yeah, it's like, do you want to joust? All depends on how you ask. Does that bottom option say hardcore? Click that? Oh, I don't know. Something. I don't know if GM cars in the US do this, but it's freaking annoying. The reverse lights come on when you put it on park. It's so annoying in a parking lot. No, if your reverse lights are coming on when you're in park, that means there's some kind of, you've got a short in your circuit. That's got to be like a wiring issue. I don't know, maybe. So where's the nude monster with the chest vagina? It's right outside, actually. I was going out for one of my dirty socks to test its effectiveness on the fungi, but then Ken Richards said they wanted something non-lethal to humans. Yeah. All GM vehicles do that in Canada? So the reverse lights come on even in park. How peculiar. Okay, formless sign. Okay, so now I have to go back to the decontamination chamber without getting killed. Oh, very odd. Okay, so there's a big nasty in here with me. So again, this is a... Oh god, jeez, he scared the crap out of me. Thank you, Half Nelson. God, that frightened me. Didn't your sister buy a Canadian vehicle? She bought a Mazda. Yeah, she bought a, she did actually import a car, but it was a Mazda. Oh crap, time to go. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, ay, ay, ay. Oh, it got me, I'm running, I have to run. I'm lost, I don't know where to go. Okay. Remember those old tiny CRT portable TVs? Yeah, I had one for a while. That same sound when the server is bringing me my spicy bulgogi. Yeah, what does it sound like after you've eaten the spicy bulgogi? Oh yeah, big moves, that's right, yeah, just, yeah, fun stuff. It's called Follow Me Home, I believe. Lights up the area around the vehicle at night. Oh, okay. Okay, so we still haven't figured out the code for this yet, but hopefully we will. We have to get inside the founder's office.
My God!
It burns.
I'm bleeding!
I'm bleeding.
Dear God, that's wretched.
Like that. There's the decontamination bath. That's the big mutant thing pulling its pud. Yeah, that's a weird thing. Never really heard of that being a thing. So yeah, again, this base, we're getting here apparently, I guess, years after the outbreak, but yeah, this fungus has contaminated the whole base. So that's why, yeah, you see people with like the fungus, they're basically been liquefied. Because what happens is you get infected, and then if you don't decontaminate it in time, you basically die from it, and then it either liquefies you and turns you into, you know, plant food, fertilizer, or you turn into a giant mutant guy. Okay, so we should be able to use the decontaminator now. The audio work of this game is very creepy. It's awesome. Alright, come on. So this, my character is, oh, here it is. Okay, so my character is wearing a spacesuit, but the spacesuit itself still has to be decontaminated. Also, I've apparently been infected. It sucks that both doors are open. Okay. Alright. Unidentified remains of unknown animal. Large animal, deceased, pale flesh, hairless. The vertebrate animal looks to be of the Mammalia class with 10 limbs. The neck measures 120 centimeters. Examination shows an apple lodged within the long throat, which is probably the cause of death. The digestive system consists of one stomach with 4 compartments, kind of like a cow. No apple was found in any of the compartments. Ovaries are present, but no evidence of a uterus or cervix. The mammary glands and internal sex organs suggest the animal is female, which also suggests the potential existence of a male mate. Due to the size of the subject, a partial autopsy had to occur at the site of the discovery in the arbor, with much of the subject remaining there. Transport of the rest of the subject to the lab has been scheduled for tomorrow. The arbor has been closed off for the time being. I'm assuming that's the room with the tree in it. And this is in 1979, so this is an alternate history where mankind had actually put a permanent base on the moon. So you could see the doctor here, whoever they were, yeah, they got liquefied. But we have something here. All right, that's William Davis. Okay, so that's chat, write this down for me. 4302. We probably don't need to memorize the name, but that's the badge. 4302. And yeah, it looks like there was some kind of, yeah, almost looks like some kind of egg sac. Oh wait, there it is. Yeah, you can see it was a face. Yeah, there's the eyes and the nose and the mouth. So the thing is, they have found alien life, but they're not sure if it's humanoid or if it's infecting people and then turning them into these mutants. All right, let's listen to the report.
Such sorrow in her eyes. Or is it heartache? How lonely she must have been. I'm here now.
So people who start to get infected, they start talking about this togetherness, which is hard to understand what it is that they're talking about, but you can see something broke in here. If they had broken out of here, then the bars would have been bent the other way probably, but you could see how the flaps are inward along with the bar. So something broke in here. Or attempted to break in here. Because there, yeah, as you saw with this very large mutant thing chasing us, there is, I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell exactly what's going on here. Isopropyl.
Ooh, what a mess this place is, huh? Ugh.
Big drain thing there. So, you have to figure this is on the moon, so if this was draining somewhere, it would have to be some kind of sealed container. Alright, yeah, this is kind of like an ultraviolet scanner type thing. Alright, there we go. So, okay, so what was it? 4302. Alright, so let's go ahead and see if that is the key code for the gate that we can't seem to get past. I went inside a monster, and then she popped out 3 of my demon spawn, then I lived happily ever after. Oh, yeah. Unless that's the key to the founder's office? No, the founder's office is still has no power. You can see some of these scientists didn't Didn't make it out. He's all like, "Durr." This whole game is kind of trippy. There's a lot of like weird visual effects and stuff that they use. Like disabling the main security system was awesome. It was very, it's like visually mesmerizing. That guy's having a bad day. Alright, here we go. We're gonna joust again. Sounds like me when I'm hammered. Hey, SideQuest, welcome. SideQuest, are you into creepy sci-fi games? Hopefully you is. Alright, here we go. Alright, enter user ID 4302. Okay, looks like we're in. Deimos. Also one of the names of the moons of Mars. Alright, chat, we did it. So, do we want to go down there? Anything to get away from that big mutant. Oh, my father just sent me an email. Okay. I kind of wish the monster, like, it's creepy wondering what the monster is, but when you finally get to see it, you're like, oh, okay, you know? Okay, side quest. Yeah, maybe you don't have to watch if you don't want to. You could listen in, but, yeah, overflow area. This definitely looks like a sewer chute, doesn't it? So this is the overflow area, but it very clearly goes into like an office or something. We're like probably going down into its lair. And your suit, the spacesuit that you have on does have a flashlight, but it's one of those games where only the game, you know, the game decides when you get to use it. Oh, well, yeah, we're personal protection equipment. Look at this. Yeah, the fungus. Overflow area. Let's like swim around and poop and fungus. Ugh. Getting contaminated again. So I've never been here before, so I have no idea where I'm going, but I do have like a kind of gun, but it's more it stuns the robots that you see earlier in the game, but it does nothing to the big bad. game definitely has kind of like an Alien Isolation-ish kind of feel to it, but they actually started working on this game before Alien Isolation came out. That said, they did pause work on it and then restarted it, I think, in 2022. So maybe took a little inspiration there. The devs even said they are inspired by movies, you know, like 2001: Space Odyssey, you know, The Thing, Alien, all sorts of stuff. It's very, very dark in here. Yeah, Dovkin, right. Yeah, I mean, this is a sci-fi fiction. That's so dark in here. I mean, this is, like I said, it's very, very dark, and you have a flashlight built in your suit, but the game doesn't let you use it. Yeah, they ran out of money until Raw Fury stepped in, and then also COVID happened. Yeah, and this game has probably, I'd say the whole COVID thing probably influenced some of the gameplay. It makes you wonder, like, what kind of drainage system is this supposed to be? I mean, we're on the moon, you know what I mean? It's not exactly. It's just singing me a happy little tune here. Run. Yeah. Well, yeah. Who knows? And the game has been getting very good reviews from most video game outlets. Problem is, okay, so this is one of the more ambiguous parts of the game. Not exactly sure what I'm supposed to do here. So we turn the water on. And once it's been turned on, we can't turn it off. So now I just need to figure out, turning that on, what did that change? Oh, the fear of flooding is real for me? Yeah, you know, one of my friends in high school, his father actually drowned, you know, just never really wanted to go to the beach or anything. I can't say I blame him. Where are we supposed to go now? I feel like the water levels being a thing. Hey, Dubak. Yeah. Do it. I feel like maybe there's something this way. That's me running a scan. Oops. It's the degosser. Yeah, I did that once. Yeah, I was exactly that kid. I was walking on a stream, a frozen stream. And, you know, I'd lived there for, you know, a few years. We'd always do that, just kind of, you know, slide around on the ice. But then, yeah, one year I just ended up falling right through, all the way past my head and everything. It actually wasn't that deep, but it was like a deep spot, and I guess right where I stepped, it wasn't good.
Jäätä, joulupukki tuli. Nyt on jäätä.
Oh, wait a minute. I just had an epiphany. Hold on. There was one place we couldn't go because the ladder was blocked by water. Oh, shit! Sorry, pardon my language, by the way. Yeah. Sorry, I'm late. I had a fancy work dinner thing to attend. Ah, did you bring me some dessert? Okay, so there was definitely something down here with me. Boy, that was unsettling, wasn't it? Problem is, I can't see anything. Alright, sure thing, Henkin. Yeah, be sure to go follow Henkin at twitch.tv/Henkin. Remember, Tuesdays are Tata Tuesdays, where he streams shirtless. So... World of Stanks. Has anyone here tried, like, yeah, World of Tanks 2.0? Is that thing down here, or is it something else maybe that's invisible you can only see on the cat? Yeah, okay, so I'll keep the cat out. Yeah, because they implied that there was a creature that you could only see using the cat scan device. But then there's that big, tall creature which we can absolutely see, no problem. I was a booth babe for World of Tanks, true story? Especially the babe part. Wow. It's so weird to have to watch this little itty bitty monitor. Oh, what the hell? A lot. Oh, wait a minute. So wait a minute. It maybe it's, oh, you know what? You know what that says to me? That says to me that the thing with the really long neck that they described may have been a native creature, but they may have tried to create some kind of hybrid, and then the hybrid is what's walking around killing everybody. Was that the thing whose head was in the lab? I think so, maybe. Yeah, is this the backstory to Scorn? Yeah, so there's another one of these that we should be able to go down now. Yeah, so the thing with the oh. I think, Chad, I think I broke it. Yeah, I think it's supposed to, it's trying to get to me, but it can't, because I think I broke it.
Nice.
Okay, how far, where did it, how far back did we go? God, you see, it was like slamming my head against the wall. Is this? Okay, so yeah, this is after we'd already been in that room, so... Is it? Oh, okay. Oh, crap. So we have to do that over again. All right. 4, 3. So we just have to go turn the water pump off again.
This is the way.
All right, you can kind of like speed run this a little bit since we were just here. Like getting peed on. Is it here? This is the thing we need to turn off. You're finally awake. So we get to see a little, like, the worm thing again, or whatever it is. Oop, wrong way. That's weird. It didn't show up on the camera that time. I don't see anything. So yeah, I think the thing on top is like the original creature, and then the scientists try to make some kind of hybrid or something. Or maybe it wasn't the scientists, maybe like the, you know, just a human getting infected by the, that stuff, like, created the hybrid maybe. Who knows? I don't know, we'll have to figure this out, right? Okay, so here's where... The last time I was hiding in the corner. Let's see if it's... Okay, it's not hiding in the corner this time. That's interesting. Okay, here we go. Alright, so that was just a bit of unlucky RNG. It happened to spawn right next to the... or it was hiding right next to the door. Digging. Progress saved. Okay, so the canal. I've located the entrance to the founder's office, however the door terminal is damaged, so I need to find another way in. I must find another way in. So that's what we're trying to do now, is we're trying to work our way into the founder's office. Because apparently the guy who's like, you know, working on stuff. Save, save, save. Alright, so yeah, so now... So as you can see... Yeah, overflow is good, so now we should be able to go down here, but notice all the blood and poop. Yeah, I appreciate you folks tuning in. Yeah, sorry, like I said, I was a little over 3 hours late today because I was doing some another voice acting class today. Learning some good stuff, good lessons. Yeah, Dovikin, yeah, I'm finally trying to push forward on maybe getting some actual voice acting roles in video games or porn. Yeah, because there's a lot of voiceovers in porn.
Oh, baby. Yeah. That's great. Don't stop. Oh, whoops.
Hell yeah. Hey, Sylphie. Maybe you'll get a gig in a Gundam anime? Yes. That's right. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll have to learn how to speak like every soft-spoken Japanese protagonist ever. Yeah. It's like they will never know that we're coming from behind. All we have to do is stay focused. As a team, we can do anything. I whatever it is. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just looking for spare change. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Let's save again. Because if the game offers you the opportunity to save, it's usually for a good reason. I love you, bro. This is the founder's office, but we can't get into it. An ongoing cycle of natural actions and patterns. Yeah, kind of like fingerprints. Let's see, we got good on charge. Alright, let's listen.
The canal whispers my name, urging me forward. Okay. One final moment. One last glance upon her face before I leave.
Incident report, canal incident, deceased person. The incident occurred at the Canal Observation Air Experiment at the canal. During setup, Matthew Gerard, physicist, went into a trance and walked into the canal. Henry Becker, lead physicist, successfully retrieved Gerard via the tether connection. Gerard was in poor condition and had an emaciated appearance. He could not speak coherently and seemed confused. Back at the base, his condition worsened. He was put into a medically induced coma and given intravenous treatment for extreme dehydration. Approximately 12 hours later, Gerard went into cardiac arrest and died. The burial was held outside of the base for Gerard. Remember that we're on the moon, so he's buried on the moon. Hey, what's this? Medical evaluation. Matthew Gerard. Male, 49, physicist. Barely conscious, confused, gaunt, extremely dehydrated. Patient arrived in an emergency situation from the canal location. He could not speak clearly and had issues with breathing. His general appearance was alarming, almost as if he were void of moisture. Veins constricted, causing difficulties for IV insertion. Vitals were erratic but stabilized after administered sedation. Patient has been put into a medically induced coma and is being given fluids and medication intravenously. Judith Weber, psychologist, spoke with Gerard briefly before he was administered sodium thiopental for the MIC. Transcript has been requested. So the canal is what they call, I think, the rift that opened up after there was an earthquake on the moon. Alright, so let's... just scanning to see if there are any clues in here. This is kind of like an ultraviolet scanner. Yeah, Jojo. Nice! Williams. I took a guess and I was right. Use the interface module to upgrade to security level 3. Oh, whoops. Module updated. Actually, this all takes place in 1979, over the course of roughly 5 months. A magnificent mammalian specimen, a true being of the moon. She holds so much history in the layers of her mind. The other entity that Henry encountered is still here. I can feel sadness that is not my own. The others think they are hallucinations. They are mistaken. They are memories. I slept in the main control lab last night. When it was just me and her, she spoke to me. Uh-oh. I know now. There's no place for us here, not in a conventional sense. The canal is the answer. Just a few of us left now. It won't be long until we are all together. It's time to join them. Before I go, I must look upon her one last time. Entity B. So we have Entity A and Entity B. Jism. Jism. Entity B, archive and recovery. So this is the alien creature that they found. It tried to eat an apple and choked to death. A second life form has been discovered, anatomically distinct from Entity A. Entity B was found by Maria Ivanov in the Arbor and was already deceased upon discovery. Preliminary cause of death appears to be asphyxiation, likely resulting from choking on an apple, possibly due to incompatibility with human produce. Oh. Okay, so yeah, the discovery of aliens. No. Alright, let's see. So the database, Williams ID. The canal. Now that the interface module has been upgraded to security level 3, I can return to the ward and access the restricted areas. I need to hurry. Okay. Alright, so I guess this is the founder's office. Maybe? Yeah, I guess that was it. So now we need to get out of here. Oh, yeah, Matt. Yeah, I should. Oh, you know what? I need to put in the description that you're the one that took that clip. Look, man, I just need to know one thing: where they are. Hell yeah! Running and making noises.
Don't give up.
Uh-oh. See, we still good on power, still good on power. Moving up the world. I make that joke every stream. The question is that creature going to be able to follow me? Because I thought there were maybe two different creatures, but the game is kind of implying that it's the same creature? Pain relief. Drugs. Okay, so yeah, now that we have security level 3... Oh shit. Hello? Housekeeping? Wait. Housekeeping! Alright, there it is, chat. I had a bowl of chili for dinner, and now it's gonna be real terrible. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I have a set of noise-canceling headphones. It's you know, it's funny, I went to AV engineering school, and I kind of know the science behind how noise cancellation works, but it's still baffling that it actually works. Basically, like, takes this, it analyzes the sound waves coming in, and then it like reverses the sound wave and combines it with the original sound wave to cancel out certain sounds and frequencies. All right. So, chat, here we are. We're on the surface of the moon. Why baffling? 100 degrees out of phase. I know, it's just weird that works. Like I said, I remember all that stuff from taking classes and things, but it's just interesting that the sound waves can cancel each other out. Fight sound with sound, correct? Yeah, more or less. Yeah. Well, there's a difference between sound deadening, sound dampening, and that kind of thing, and actual like sound cancellation or noise cancellation. Noise is a type of sound, right? So yeah, it's just it's an interesting. Yeah, like I said, it's just baffling that it works. But I mean, I get it, I get it, but it's kind of cool that it works. Yeah, where's the cheese? Yeah. The cheese is the host, that cheesy streamer. So I'm hoping that thing isn't able to chase me over here. Wonder if you could find her grave. Yeah. Nice big airlock. I missed. My truck has noise cancellation, has microphones in the cabin and on each tire outside. Really? What the heckin' dudes? That's where you see Ripley with the, the robot suit. Get away from her, you lady. Alright, chapter 6, Legacy. So now we have to go back to all the rooms that were locked because we didn't have a high enough clearance. Now we have a high enough clearance. I was watching another random streamer when he went outside. He mentioned it was too bad we never really landed on the moon and it was all done in a Nevada studio. I quickly left that stream. Well... I've actually got to had the opportunity to talk to astronauts in person. People have actually done spacewalks, and I remember the one thing I asked them is like, how insane is it to just look away from the Earth and then see the vast void of space? I asked them, does it just kind of blow your mind that that's actually, it just keeps going, feasibly forever. All right, so we need to turn Prong 01 back on because that's one we couldn't get into. Dumb people gonna dumb. One of my favorite bands, their guitarist is a flat earther, and yes. It's like a massive pothead. Okay, here we go. Prong 01. There's a big stompy boy in here somewhere. Yeah, well, that's what he always, people always ask about, he said that's what most people ask. He said, in fact, he thought it was interesting that I asked him about not looking at the Earth, because he said that's, he said, people always want to ask, like, oh, what's the Earth look like from the moon, blah, blah, blah. But I asked him, it's like, did you ever just turn away and just look, just away from the ship and the Earth and just look into the vastness, the infinite space beyond, and like, how do you mentally comprehend that? And he's like, yeah, I can't remember specifically what he said. He's like, yeah, it's pretty intense to think about, and he was actually out there, so. It's funny when flat earthers prove themselves wrong. Yeah, I've seen a few videos like all those guys that went down to Antarctica. Was it the Arctic or Antarctica? And they, they pretty much answer their own question. It's like the stuff that they were seeing couldn't happen if the planet was flat. But they were all just kind of like dumbfounded. They're like, well, what does this mean? It's like, that means the Earth is round, you know? And they're like, I mean, but no, what does it mean? But that's not that, you know? It's like, that's the reason. So then there was that one guy who he didn't believe that the Earth was round, so he built his own rocket ship because he wanted to see, like, for his own eyes, the curvature of the Earth and everything. But he ended up dying because he was a guy that believed the Earth was flat and then tried to build his own spaceship. So, and somebody yelled at me before, they're like, Cap, you shouldn't joke. He was using the scientific method to prove that, you know, for him, through his own testing and his own observation, that yes, the Earth is round, not flat. But then it's like, I don't know, it's like kind of like how people have figured out you don't want to touch a, you know, say like like an outlet because it'll shock you. Or it's like you don't, you know, people have figured out, it's like, yeah, you kind of don't want to eat like a poison apple or, you know, jump off a cliff without a parachute. It's like people have already done that science. It didn't need to have to be done again. But anyways, yeah, he ended up dying, trying to blast himself into the sky with his own rocket. I saw a clip of NDT talking about faking the moon landing, and he joked about trying to replicate the conditions on Earth would be too costly, so they decided to shoot it on location. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. That's a fun way to put that, actually. Didn't they fall up? Yeah, they died because their rocket basically fell apart. That guy was using the scientific method of FAFO. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I can understand the concept of, say, it's like, hey, this person just really wanted to know for themselves and not trust anyone else's data, anyone else's flights or observation or any of that stuff. He just really wanted to build his own rocket and then, you know, look for the curvature of the Earth himself. But then he died in the process because he just could not accept that other people had already done the science. Done the science. Yeah, so they call it plain Earth? Yes. Ogden says, you develop an instant global consciousness, a people orientation, an intense dissatisfaction with the state of the world, and a compulsion to do something about it. From out there on the moon, international politics looks so petty. You want to grab a politician by the scruff of the neck, drag him 250,000 miles out, and say, look at that, you son of a gun. I've actually seen that statement before, yeah, because it's... I realize it's like petty squabbles mean nothing in the grand scheme of the entire planet being a thing. Oh, prong control. So what is this? It's all points to us being an experiment in a petri dish. Yeah, I saw somebody say that's like that the stars are not stars. They're not like balls of hydrogen gas in space. What it is it's somebody poking holes in the container that we're in so we can breathe. I don't know if they were joking or not. That's a fascinating concept, though. Yeah, I can imagine. It's like no, they're not actually balls of burning gas in space. Those are the holes that have been poked in the big container that we're in to make us think that we're, you know, in space, but we could still breathe. It's like, what if we're like, that was like in the movie Constantine, they described, you know, God as being, you know, a kid with an ant farm as far as Earth was concerned. I was like, wow, that's an interesting way to put that. It's kind of fun. It's like, oh, yep, we're basically just like an ant farm. Prong control. Can you show me some dong control? Proximity. So I guess we're trying to... Okay, prong has been aligned. Stars are burning chunks of Taco Bell after it gives camera to case to the Cosmic Toots. I actually did go to Taco Bell last night. I got a chicken taco and those like the cheap nachos, like the beefy nachos. Yeah, I know, man. I know. It's just somebody's silly. Probably just silly joke. Okay, so that's prong 1. So now we have to align prong number 2. But the question is, where is prong number 2? I don't remember. Oh, that's commons too. It's on the inside. I had some Taco Bell for dinner. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah. Yeah, so we have to find prong 2. Does anyone remember where prong 2 is? Systems. imaging. There's the path. So... So weird, you have to like click a button on your gun to save the game. Yeah, Ogden, yep. Just okay. Door imaging. Door systems. The archives. Global power. Okay, so the question is, wait, how much power do we have? We have only 3 points of power, so we need to find. Yeah, the Big Bang. So, Oh, hold on. What's this? Okay, all systems operational now.
Demos.
Emergency. A lunar ultrasound must be performed. Align both prongs to proceed to echography and imaging. Okay, so continue. This is Kali. I'm leaving this message for any remaining members of Prism still inside the station. We are trapped in the ward. The surface airlock requires security level 2 to open, but Mason is the only one with access and he's locked himself in the vestibule. Oh, we've already read this, yeah. I think we've already watched this. Jism. Scudda flithem flagoo. Can't wait to shoot space goo. Reverberation epicenter. Yeah, so that's where. Oh wait, yeah, that's right. I think we've seen this as well, but they said there's only like 40 seconds of usable footage, something like that. Yeah, I think, yeah, we've already seen this as well. Basically, it shows some footage of them walking around inside the canal. The canal is what they referred to as the rift that, I guess, opened up after there was an earthquake on the moon. And that's when they found out there are things that are alive on the moon. Turns out they were underground all along. Okay, so we have to go find the prong. I just really don't remember where the prong is, but let's see. Okay, lift entrance. Okay, so global power. There's only 3 points of global power left. So where is the prong? It's probably in imaging. So that's systems. And that's imaging, so we need to be able to open the door to imaging, but then we won't have enough power left for the other prong. The archives. Let's hope the second prong is in imaging. Okay, so there's echography or echography. I still don't know how it's pronounced. So we need to be able to get in there. So that means prong 2. Let's say go to imaging after prong. Okay. There's imaging 2. Okay, actually we were already in here. So that's going to be the tricky part, is figuring out what we can turn off to turn the rest of the power back on. Ah, there it is. Yeah, so echography. Door to imaging 1, door to imaging 2. So that's echography, but we have to find prong 2. And there it is, there's the path. Yeah, science fiction video games always love to make it where you have scientists that turn into cultists. Oh, what is that? Oh shit, it is invisible. Oh god. So it can turn invisible. Oh. That was weird. Echography. Okay, gotcha. Let's go turn the lift off. Time for lift off, literally. There we go. Alright, lift turns off. So from there that we could turn echography back on. Echo fappy. So yeah, so this was an apple tree that died. Got dehydrated. Shouldn't run. Running is bad. Yeah, you saw it. Yeah, he was definitely invisible until I used the camera on him. Just an odd concept. Okay, here we go. Alright, there we go. So, echography should be on. Clump, 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 stomp. Okay, so here's... Okay, so we have to unline prong 2, but the question is, where is prong 2? I know I've seen it.
This reality diverges from our expectations.
Sexpectations?
The canal, the moon. It requires us, and we require it.
Yeah, that's his lighting. So maybe it's not that aliens live on the moon, but maybe there's a portal to another dimension on the moon. Was there a level down you could go into the elevator? I don't know. Yeah, so we've got everything we need, except for the prong. So we have to figure out where prong number 2 is. I don't know, does anyone want to like Google it or something? Yeah, where's prong 2? Mars was a portal to hell. Well, I mean, that's in the story of Doom, what it was is that the IAC, you know, this corporation was trying to conduct teleportation experiments on Mars and accidentally opened a portal to hell. Are you looking for confirmation? What, for prong 2? I don't know, I just can't remember where prong 2 is. Oh, yeah, Ogden, do you remember where prong 2 is? Yeah, like I said, I do. I actually allow a little backseating on the channel. I can't believe it's already 9:05. Oh, it's in systems. Oh, okay. Let's see, elevators to servers. Elevator to Cerberus. Oh, that's weird. It's right there and I took a photo of it, but it didn't show up on the camera. I guess because the battery died? it was just sitting there, like I said, taking a dump or something. Damn, I need a battery. Rightmost of the commons area. She said. Damn, I need a battery. Salt and battery. Alright, there we go. A whole office full of batteries. So the tree on that station is a reminder you can't grow things on the moon. No, the tree was fine up until the aliens got a hold of it or something, because these. Oh crap! I don't think that thing can come in here, can it? These creatures do mutant ASMR bukkake. That's one way to put it. Look at that big boy. Yeah, there they are. So that's Exhibit B, and then the mother was Exhibit A. Pants shitted, yes. But yeah, but it's got this like giant mouth on its chest, and it ate us one time using it. That's the funny thing, was like we're actually following it now. Probably like the dumbest thing you could do is follow this thing. This is just kind of bored walking in circles. Okay. So we're in systems. Okay, so damn, where is prong 2? All the way around, actually? Oh, wait. Oh, here it is, prong 2. Ah, so we need to power it. Okay, prong 2. Oh, prong 2 needs 4. Door imaging 2. Dude, it's walking around outside though. Let's hope it doesn't see me. This game would be a lot shorter if you had a handgun. You know, all it takes is one handgun. Just doot 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 doot. That thing is making a mess on the floor. Here we go. Okay, so 2 prongs have been aligned. There's the big boy. So there's this guy, old Soupy McGee down here. Got turned into fungus fertilizer. So we just need to leave imaging. Leave his... Oh shit, I took a wrong turn. Oh yeah, the door's locked. Crap, that's right, I had to power down some of the doors. Oh, commons 1, prong 2. Oh, go figure. Okay, so all systems are go now. I just need to get to the echography machine. You put holes in the space station? I don't know. I mean, Yeah, I guess that's a risk, but seems like it's okay. Damn, commons too. So that's the door. I have to go back the way I came. I have to be able to get back to the echography room, but I don't know which. Okay. Ugh, this game is creepy. Creepy peepee. Let's see, is this... No, this is common. Or... It's not coming down the hall, is it? Shields up, red alert! Okay, here we go. Okay, continue. Alright. Align subsurface imaging prongs to the designated contact point to perform the scan. Prongs are aligned. Continue. Visualizing subsurface imaging prongs. Stable contact. And then... greater than 82% clarity. Scanning in progress. Analyzing data. Anal ISIS complete. Output ready. Immediate intervention required. Okay. Proceed to the ripening and induction terminal. Ripening induction terminal. What's ripening and induction terminal? What the hell is the ripening and induction terminal? What the heck? Maybe that's the path? Here, let's save the game first. So if Big Boy eats us, then we won't have to do all that all over again. How does the creature see? It has eyeballs, yeah. It's got eyes. Induction door has now opened. The ripening induction terminal. Canal needs me. What the hell is the ripening and induction terminal? Is that the path door? Elevator entrance. Entrance lobby. Airlock surface. It's got to be the path, right? This guy's pretty good. I'm wearing a whole spacesuit and he's able to run like a champ. Oh, here it is, the path. Okay. Chat, let's do this. This is a dead end. Okay. There we go. Yeah, it's very creepy, right, Lionstraw? Creepy game. The hallways here. Let's see. Door imaging 2. Yeah, it's a creepy space horror puzzle game thing. Because why would it give us another prompt to be able to open imaging 2? Unless there's something that we need. Oh, wait a minute, did we... Wait, we just made a U-turn. What the heck? So what is this? Oh, imaging 2. So we need to be able to turn something off to get into imaging 2. Oh, yo, what? Oh, no. What is this? Stick your hand in it. No, thank you. Just have we been in imaging 2 yet, though? Are these like all dead bodies or something? Are we trying to grow the fungus? The fungus among us? Oh, oh, oh.
Keep pushing forward.
This game is very weird. That's like the security core. Inject amniotic brine. Yes or yes? Let's go with yes. Ripening and induction. So yeah, was it that they were trying to make like hybrids or something? Just to see? Yeah, what happens if you infuse alien DNA? Oh. Do we want to know what's going on? I don't know. I don't want to know what's going on. Yeah, do we have to go to imaging 2? Uh-oh. Or do we have to get to the surface of the moon so we can get to the canal? Do we press the right yes? I don't know. It was yes or yes. Ah! That startled me for a second. This is the dead end. Are we trying to grow space babies? Oh, power's out. There's no more adjusting that power. Something's wrong. Hold on, look. Alright, the archive is inactive. Everything else is active, but the archive is inactive. Let's save the game. I don't know if there are multiple endings to this game, but I think I did everything right. I think it's time we get out of here, huh, chat? Oh, wait. Hold on, the doors are locked. Uh-oh. Systems is locked. Oh no. Oh no, now what do we do? Okay, hold on. Archive inactive. Uh-oh. Everything's offline. All hands abandon ship, yeah. Hold on. Mother! Mother! Talk to me, Mother! Induction doors now opened. On final stage, the ripening induction terminal. Canal needs me. But we did that. The ripening and induction terminal. I don't know. I guess all the doors are locked. I think the only thing we can do, Chad, is go back outside. Oh man, it keeps looking at its mother. Hold on, yeah, hold on, wait a minute. That's so stupid, man. What the hell, man? Yeah, it's just like it. Bonk. Oh, it's sad. It keeps looking at its mother. Oh no, that's terrible. Let's leave. Oh, my gun's out of batteries. Oh. Oh, that's sad, huh? It's looking for its mom. God, say jeez, man. Now you know why it sounds like it's crying all the time. Oh, yeah.
Go on. Cry. Cry, your little bitch tears.
Wow. God, you guys are mean. Okay, so... Alright, so I guess it, like, knew its mother for a while? Okay, so that's very clearly just gonna be a loop. Yeah, so... That's the introduction room. We're gonna run for it. Oh. So yeah, we're infected, I guess. We should have shot it with the blaster. Ah, crap, I need a battery. Hold on, let's see. There we go, just enough for a little charge. There it is. Oh, so that thing was very sad that its mom was, accidentally choked. Hey, Gingy, welcome. Yeah, Gingy, you kind of missed it. We finally saw what the alien mother looked like, and apparently this creature that's been chasing us is like this alien-human hybrid? Maybe? I don't know. We kind of don't have the full story just yet. Yeah, it seems like it's a hybrid of some kind. So this is the canal. This is what they found after there was an earthquake on the moon. Ogden says, this is the very end, by the way, so for those not wanting to get spoiled, now is your time to scatter. Okay. Alright. So, yeah, is it... Are there actually creatures living on the moon, or is there like a portal to another dimension, or... Oh, here it is. So here's the canal. So again, this is the fungus stuff that was infecting people. Kind of just pitch black now. It's very dark.
You've come so far. One final step.
So, okay, so this is this it? Yeah, are we inside the moon, or did we go through some kind of dimensional portal and ended up in some other reality, some other dimension? Damn it, Gwahir. I know that's Gwahir. Oh, it was actually Matt that time. Oh, okay. I thought it was Gwahir. Yeah, he really got me when we were playing Stalker 2. Oh. Right after it opened, too. I like that. It just opened as a... Wait, hold on. Is there someone here?
Together. We begin anew. Through me, you endure. Through you, I endure.
Internal distribution only. Prism Lunar Containment Recovery Program. Canal Expedition. The objective was to recover data associated with the original Prism Canal Expedition. And something 1979. Prism Lunar Expedition geological contractions when the site known as the Canal. Operations continued until 1979. 1999, a Union Plaza Resort employee, John Cooper, reported the discovery of something, Union Plaza something, operational irregularities. Software engineer sent to correct the automated security network. Blink Blank entered the ward. Contraction events, blarp, aligned with the patterns from the original Prism Canal expedition, escalating intensity. So yeah, so he went up there in 1999. Recover all Prism mission data and related to the canal, retrieve something, or irregular value. Something, 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 indeterminate origin or unauthorized function. The LCRP lunar touchdown at 2027, approximately 800 meters from the ward's airlock. Something, something, something. Upon entry of the ward, the crew reported a dense concentration of particulate matter described as something or ass or pollen. Substantial interference, complete telemetry loss. I don't know, this is classified. Final transmission contained one image. Is it the flower? Is it something else? Oh yeah, there it is. So 26 years later, they finally found out that there was life on the moon. Oh, Chapter 1, Rebirth? What the heck? Reach Chapter 00. Huh. Okay, so yeah, kind of an ambiguous ending there. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, Mick Gordon was a part of this project for a while, apparently. Ah. So what in the heckin' doots? Yeah, don't get it. Yeah. Oh, special ed. Oh yeah, just have to watch out. Yeah, if you do any kind of word.word, my bot thinks it's a link, and only subscribers can post links. Hey Cap, completed another game. It's shocking when that happens. Yeah, so I mean, our character had also gotten infected, and everyone who was infected kept wanting to go, I guess, go back to the canal. But I mean, for all I can figure out is like, yeah, they were doing some kind of experiments or something. Yeah, sure, Ogden. Yeah, I mean, I guess nothing's a spoiler at this point because we're literally watching the credits roll by, but, yeah, is it a hybrid, or was it something... Kitty, no, Kitty, stop it, ow, Kitty, no, Kitty. I don't know, what do you think, Chad? Because they kept talking about togetherness, and I guess maybe, I don't know, maybe the alien creatures, they always, like, pair up or something? Maybe they always go in twos? There was an episode of Star Trek The Next Generation that was like that. There's, like, weird aliens that they were always, like, went together in twos. They would communicate with some kind of, like, binary language. Let's see. Maybe the aliens are gay. I don't know. That's whatever floats their alien boat. So the theory I have seen is that Entity B, the female one that choked on the apple, is native to the moon along with the fungus that infected everyone, including you. Entity A, the one that patrols around and is chasing you, is its offspring. The bases on the moon are 20 plus years apart in their construction, so there have been multiple missions, at a minimum 2, to the moon at this point. It is believed that you actually play through 2 different timelines, in 1999 with the ASN, and in 1979 with the Prism Institute. Seems that with that ending, the concept is that the fungus is actually controlling every human that has set foot on the moon, including you. This is presented in the final moments. Your only options to inject the amniotic brine are both yes. And leading them to the canal, as its speculated purpose is that it's collecting more data or DNA to try and make its offspring human. refining the process over time. So the request at the beginning of the game of the engineer you being requested to come to the moon and fix the communications keeps happening over and over again. That's why the final images jump to 2025 as another engineer will be sent again, get infected by the fungus, and be led to the canal again by the fungus. And the routine, if you will continue indefinitely, presumably when the offspring is finally fully human. Interesting. Strange. Okay, well. Yeah, it's a weird one. Yeah, kind of a vague ending. Oh, that's okay. Kind of a plague ending with all those spores and things. Makes me wonder if there are alternative endings, because there was that one place where you went through that decontamination room, so there is an ending if you go back there after having made that thing that killed it. Wait, because there was that one place where you went through that decontamination room, so there's an ending if you go back there. I want to believe that this game and Atomfall exist in the same universe. Oh yeah, there's a concept. Wait, so Lionstrong, are you saying that is there another possible ending to this game? Yeah. I don't know. Given the vagueness of the ending that we got, it would be weird to think that there were multiple endings. Like, I don't know if there was a way you could figure out how to kill it. So yeah, so that creature that was more human than its parent, I guess, yeah, it was some kind of hybrid. Oh. Yeah, okay. All right, well, yeah, I don't know, I guess we'll have to look it up here, but yeah, this was a game called Routine. Another thing that lends itself to the two timelines theory is that the ID on your suit is different in the ASN 1999 base and then a 1979 base. Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Yeah, did we win? Or you're winning, son? Yeah, so I didn't notice that. I think you even someone told me, it's like, hey, you should look down at your badge. But I guess I never noticed that, yeah, there were two, was it really two different badge numbers? Okay, so Lionstrong says, yeah, we made that thing that could kill it in that lab, and that decontamination room didn't work because it didn't have the disinfectant for the EL9 at the time. Oh, well, when we went into the decontamination room, it said it wouldn't open the door because we hadn't properly decontaminated our suit. So we went to the lab, created the proper decontaminizer, or whatever, and then went back to the decontamination room. And then it worked and let us in. Yeah, so yeah, it didn't work the first time, but that's the whole reason why we went to the lab, was to change the recipe. So yeah, we wouldn't have been able to get through the disinfecting room if we hadn't changed the recipe, which is why we ended up in the lab. So yeah. Yeah, you can't even enter the next room until you make the disinfectant, so well, alrighty. So yeah, again, many thanks to Raw Fury for providing a copy of that game to enlighten our souls. Apparently, let's see. Close this. Closing a couple things here. Yeah, hold on. Let's see if there's a Wikipedia entry for it. Wikipedia. Now, some game developers, they just kind of want to leave things a little vague, just because maybe they don't want people to know the exact story. Sometimes it's fun to let people use their imagination. Routine game wiki. Let's see. Okay, so there's a. Okay, let's do this. Let's read the description here. This is what's listed on Wikipedia. Let's see here. All right, in 1999, an unnamed male individual with the job title of hold on. God, literally the moment I brought this up, Twitch started rolling ads. God, Twitch's timing for ads is always so terrible. Of course, I think normally I'm the one setting my timing, so maybe I'm terrible. Wait, what? Matt says Routine has 6 endings in total, including the true/final ending. What? Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's see. Damn, it sucks. Yeah, hold on, chat. We gotta wait. We'll go over this whole article here, except maybe the development section. But 6 endings, really? Okay, hold on. Yeah, we're just gonna give it a couple minutes. Speaking of a couple minutes, yeah, so like I said, we kind of had to redo the racing team fund based on like some, you know, refunds and stuff that I did over the weekend. But yeah, I'm hoping Mammon said they sent, what was it? He's gonna send me more Bean Boozleds. I think that's supposed to be in the mail, so I may be able to have some more fun Bean Boozled based stuff. Also, I think maybe tomorrow we're gonna check out a game. Wait, today's Tuesday or Wednesday? Okay, yeah, it's Tuesday. So probably tomorrow we're going to check out a game that came out called Skate Story. That's from Devolver Digital. They did send me a review copy of that. So we'll have to check that out there. But anyways, I do want to say thank you to everyone who's been contributing towards the Racing Fund total. Like I said, a lot of the stuff has been going towards getting things that the race car needed to be able to live stream from it. And also, you know, some much needed parts and some other goodies. So I'm hoping, I'm going to go talk to the mechanic again tomorrow. I'd like to see if maybe he could be finished by Friday, because I was talking to the other 2 drivers, and they keep suggesting that we really should try to take the car to the track ahead of time. Even though Sebring has a test day, they wanted to, you know, test it ahead of time to make sure that nothing is going to go wrong, considering it is an endurance race. Matt Rodeo says, okay, hold on, looks like there are 2 games named Routine. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, we probably have to figure out which one is which. So yeah, so there's a track called The Firm. Tell you what, since we're waiting for the ad break to end anyways, there's a place called The Firm, and it's a little far from me. It's like 2.5 hours. I mean, it's not super far, but kind of far. But yeah, they have a track where people can go. You can bring your car and just do open lapping, open driving, that kind of thing. And I think it's like $250 per day, which is not bad. So, you know, if I split it with a couple of the other drivers, it's not too bad. But yeah, you can go and do some testing on a track and see if your car is ready to go. So if we could drive it around for a couple hours over at The Firm, if we could do a couple of hours at The Firm and there are no major issues, then we should be okay for the actual race day. All right. So, okay, sorry about that. Yeah, Twitch started running ads as soon as we were about to read this. So, the Wikipedia article says Routine is a 2025 survival horror game developed by Lunar Software and published by Raw Fury. Set on a lunar base, the story follows an unnamed protagonist unraveling a mysterious incident that led to the base's decline. The game is played from a first-person perspective, the players exploring the base and using a special device to fight hostile robots, interact with the environment, and perform other actions. Announced in 2012, Routine is the debut title from Lunar Software. While initially slated for a spring 2013 release, the game saw several delays attributed to a protracted development cycle, financial hurdles, the studio's decision to temporarily pause production due to dissatisfaction with the game's direction. Development resumed in 2020 with new publisher Raw Fury. The team then overhauled various aspects of the project, including its narrative, gameplay, and art design, and transitioned to Unreal Engine 5. Mick Gordon, who was originally the audio designer for the game, left the project in 2024. Routine was released for Windows, Xbox, and Xbox Series X. Let's see. So, all right, so here we go. Everything else we already know from gameplay. So here's the Wikipedia description of the plot. Let me zoom in a little bit. So in 1999, an unnamed male individual with the job title of external software engineer, voiced by Nathaniel Jordan Apostol and identified only as the player in the credits, awakens after a 7-day mandatory isolation period in the arrivals wing of Union Plaza, a tourist resort on the surface of the moon. The player leaves his quarters and finds the facility devoid of other people and in disarray. After obtaining a charge attractor tool to interface with Union Plaza's electronic systems, the player proceeds deeper into the facility. Along the way, the player finds notes, emails, and recordings that illuminate the situation. Following a moonquake, security officer John Cooper conducted a perimeter check on the lunar surface and ventured into a newly opened fissure where he discovered unknown vegetation sprouting from a humanoid body. When Cooper submitted his findings to Union Plaza's Automated Security Network, ASN, it initiated a facility-wide lockdown. Cooper also contracted an indeterminate illness involving migraines, short-term memory gaps, and hallucinations that spread to other human personnel. Simultaneous with the lockdown, the facility's Type 05 assistant robots began exhibiting unusual and even violent behavior, with Cooper witnessing one murder a resort guest and conceal the body. Not yet aware of the severity of the unfolding crisis, Head of Security Kei Koyama arranged for an engineer to the player to be brought in to assess and debug the ASN, but by the time the player emerged from isolation, everyone at Union Plaza had already succumbed to the robots or the unknown disease. So this would have been, what, like 20 years later? The player experiences the disease's symptoms, including lost time episodes and visions of the moon and a large spherical metal capsule. After shutting down the ASN, the player suffers another lost time episodes and awakens at a different lunar facility named the Ward that belonged to a group called the Prism Institute. During the 1970s, this facility hosted the Canal Exploration Mission, which studied a cavernous global geological feature on the moon named the Canal that was linked to moonquakes. It was found that the Canal exerted an anomalous psychological influence on humans and contained fungoid alien life. Eventually, two dimorphic moon creatures invisible to the human eye, yet visible through a CAT module, designated Entity A and Entity B, invaded the Ward. Entity A wandered the facility and caused no apparent harm, while Entity B was found after it choked to death on an apple and its corpse turned visible. Both creatures propagated fungal spores, the vector of the unknown disease. Some humans compulsively entered the canal and never returned, and the rest died of the disease in the facility and were consumed by fungal growths. Yuck. The player evades a hostile Entity A while exploring the Ward and performing tasks demanded by its computer, including an echography of the canal and an injection of amniotic brine into a small spherical capsule leaking fungal growths. Ugh. These actions allow the entrance to the cave that leads to the canal to be unsealed. The player enters the canal and sees the large capsule surrounded by the consumed remains of the Prism personnel. Huh. Consumed remains. Capsule opens to reveal another creature resembling Entity A, which the player hallucinates as a duplicate of himself while a voice intones, "Through me you endure, through you I endure." Afterward, a heavily redacted Prism Institute report dated December 5th, 2025, that details, I guess that was the release date for the game, that details the Prism Lunar Containment and Recovery Program is shown. The report notes that the Prism Institute launched the LCRP mission earlier that year to recover data from the Lost Canal expedition, mentions the Union Plaza incident in passing. The report reveals that all contact was lost with the LCRP mission shortly after it landed and entered the Ward, and its final transmission consisted of a single image of a cave riddled with vines and flowers. So, yeah, so even with the Wikipedia description, it's still kind of vague just what the heck is going on here. Track requires you run water in the radiator. Insurance will not cover anything. Oh, wait, what? Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I'm used to that, Aaron. So, you can't use traditional radiator fluid, but the racing series that I race in, you can run distilled water with a product called Water Wetter. So it's not pure radiator fluid, but it's like basically water, like treated water, I guess you could say. So I got a question, Cap. Since it's an endurance race, are you allowed to pre-test your cars? Yes. Saturday is the test day. Sunday is the actual race day. So typically, in races, you'll have a practice day, test day, then qualifying, and then the actual race, right? This racing series, they just have a test day and then the race. There's no qualifying because nobody cares. It's whether you're first or 51st starting the race. Who cares? It's like, is your car and your drivers going to make it? Yeah. It makes water wetter. I know, it's a weird thing, Kedgar. It's literally called Water Wetter. It's this pink fluid. So, okay, so yeah, I mean, I don't know, chat. What do we think here? Do you think that, I guess, is it not that, I don't know, what is it? Is it like the aliens, do they live in the moon? I guess they would have to, huh? They live inside the moon. Yeah, so what is it? It's like a fungus that it created the mother, and then the mother, I guess, created the son, and then the son, I don't know. I mean, it didn't seem like the son was much of anything other than like a really large infant. I don't know. It's very weird, right? And some people, of course, noted that the creature in this game, the monster that stalks you or whatever, is very reminiscent of the alien at the end of Alien Romulus. A little bit of a spoiler there, but yeah, the Alien Romulus was pretty good, but I just really didn't like the ending. It's basically like kind of like a rehash of Alien 4. So, and the fact that it went from baby size to like this like 10-foot tall monster in about 47 seconds, which was ridiculous. That was very, very bad pacing. I've also seen it speculated that the moon itself has the ability to create life through the fungus, which would be how A and B are created, and Canal being aptly named Canal, like a birth canal. Yeah. It's an interesting hypothesis. But, yeah, so, I don't know, weird game. I mean, it's kind of, the games like this, they kind of leave you wondering, but yeah, sometimes I do appreciate it when at least they give you a little bit more of an idea what the consensus of an ending is. And yeah, some movies leave it open-ended, and that's fine. Like, take the ending of Inception. Was he really awake, or was he just dreaming the whole thing? You know, he spun the little top at the end. You know, Christopher Nolan said he left it intentionally ambiguous. Or like the end of The Sopranos. Maybe I shouldn't spoil everything, but even the ending of the show The Sopranos is a little bit ambiguous as to what happened. Yeah, so okay, well, yeah, all right. I guess you can kind of make your own headcanon here that, yeah, I guess maybe the fungus, if they discovered the fungus in 1979, and the people being in there, I guess like the people getting, infected by the fungus and going into the canal and stuff. Yeah, maybe it causes like new creatures to be born that are like half, like a hybrid between fungal DNA and human DNA. So like the human mother thing was like kind of like this weird creature with multiple arms and like a worm neck and everything. But then the next creature after that, yeah, it was more humanoid, but it still had like extra arms and like a mouth in its chest. So I guess maybe it's like Ogden said, maybe it's just perpetually trying to make something closer to a human being. First Man on the Moon is a neat sci-fi currently free on YouTube. Americans land on the moon, then discover that they're actually second. Then they go interview the first guys that left a note, basically warning because the aliens that lived inside of the moon. I think I actually watched that with my father at one point. My father likes watching a lot of sci-fi, so one of the tapes said one of the tapes the scientist said something about contractions. Yeah, that's probably the earthquakes. Yeah, they referred to them as contractions. But right, there's like this whole like I guess you could say birthing metaphor type thing. So yeah, maybe they could, instead of calling it routine, maybe they could have called it rebirth. But yeah, so I guess like Ogden mentioned that the routine is probably like, yeah, they keep sending people who end up keep dying to the fungus, and the fungus keeps trying to make a person that's more like the people that are coming to the moon. So I don't know. It's, yeah, like I said, kind of vague, but I don't know. Well, it was fun to play through. So yeah, again, shout out Raw Fury for that. So I think tomorrow the plan is going to be, we're going to check out a new game that just came out. It's a skateboarding. It's a weird kind of abstract skateboarding game, actually. Oh, hold on. It's called very on the nose. It's called Skate Story. I did get to play a demo of this at TwitchCon, and so we'll have to see how we feel about it, playing the actual thing. But it's, like I said, it's kind of this weird metaphorical game where you're a demon, I guess, in hell, but you're like a skateboarding demon, and you're trying to eat the sun or destroy the sun, or the moon, I mean. I don't know, it's a weird story, but it's a skateboarding game that has like a very weird story and a very unique art style, because you're a demon made out of glass who is apparently trying to kill the moon. So yeah, so, I don't know, but yeah, we'll probably check this out tomorrow unless something else comes up. What are the tapes? Oh, sorry, it reminds me a bit of the movie Moon with Kevin Spacey. Wait, Moon with Kevin Spacey? Because there was that Moon movie about the guy. I don't know. I really, this is a movie that I really don't want to spoil because actually it's really good. There was the Moon movie with Sam Rockwell. Did you mean Sam Rockwell, or is there another one with Kevin Spacey? Oh, Spacey was the voice actor. Oh yeah, of the robot guy, right? Oh yeah, Kevin Spacey was the voice of Gertie. Okay, because I was thinking, yeah, because this movie, there's basically, it's just Sam Rockwell plays like, he's only one character in the entire movie. I mean, there are other people, but yeah, it's kind of one of those movies like Castaway with Tom Hanks, where most of the movie it's just him. So kind of a interesting when somebody can act that well, can carry a whole movie just by themselves. But yeah, I was about to say, because I guess you're right. It's now I remember. It's like he was the voice of the computer, but it's basically a Sam Rockwell vehicle, if you will. So yeah, this guy. He is a good actor, but man, both his role and the movie itself, where he was in the remake of Poltergeist, was really, really terrible. Kaya Scodelario, she's very pretty. Where is it? Yeah, Sam Rockwell. Where is it? The bad guys. Yeah, when did this movie come out? Came out a while ago. Yeah, Poltergeist. Yeah, they did a remake of Poltergeist, and it was really bad. So yeah, it's got a 4.9 out of 10. The original movie is super duper creepy. I love that movie. But yeah, this was around the time I think they did a remake of Total Recall, and they were doing a lot of remakes, and they did a remake of Poltergeist, and both those movies were terrible. Sam always dances in his roles, and how? They're here. Yeah, and the they they're referring to are the Razzie Awards, you know, for making terrible movies. Yeah, and this movie was kind of awful because they tried to show what's on the other side of the portal. Talk about things being better, being vague. So in the original Poltergeist movie, it's about like this haunted house where the haunted house wants to kidnap this family's daughter. Hold on, let's see if we can pull this up here. And it's actually a really good horror movie. Let's see, had Craig T. Nelson in it. And also there was like the curse of the movie Poltergeist, because for whatever reason, a lot of people who acted in the Poltergeist movies ended up dying in like terrible ways in real life. Yeah, Heather O'Rourke, she had some kind of like multiple diseases. Dominic Dunn, I think she died in like a car accident or something like that. But yeah, they called it the curse of the Poltergeist. So yeah, so the original Poltergeist is a scary movie. It's got a 7.3 out of 10. It was really awesome. The sequel was not great. The third one was even worse, but the first one was actually really good. They tried to do a remake of it in 2015, and it was really bad. It was just sadly really bad. Wonder how bad a Back to the Future remake would be. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just can't like recreate the magic, right? Yeah, the second one wasn't like, I guess you could say it was, I don't know, it was pretty bad. But yeah, and the thing is, in the first movie, it's implied that you know, she's going to this like nether realm, you know, like this the I don't know. Oh gosh, that's actually kind of creepy. But they never show it. In the sequel, they tried to show what it looks like on the other side, the quote unquote other side of, you know, like this like being alive versus dead kind of thing. I don't know. But yeah, it's kind of like a magician showing their tricks. You just kind of never want to do that. Yeah, Carol Ann. See, now, the funny thing is, yeah, see, now I want to watch the original Poltergeist again, because it is a phenomenally creepy movie. It's awesome. Ugh, gives me the heebie-jeebies. I remember seeing it as a kid, and I was like, wow, what the hell am I watching? I couldn't have dolls, like, you know, clown dolls in my room ever again. John Wick is coming back in 2026. Sounds a lot like Mission Impossible movies. Yeah, I mean, you know, that was the whole thing about the last John Wick movie, right? I don't want to say anything specific, but you know, they kind of try to make it look like it seemed like it was finite, but I don't know, it just didn't really seem very finite. So if he's coming back for another one, well then, I guess that answers that.
Poltergeist, would your family welcome?
Do you guys want to watch the trailer for Poltergeist? And then, yeah, this will be the last thing we do for today. Hold on. Here's the actual trailer for Poltergeist. This movie's creepy. Oh yeah, Bees, right? Yeah, the It miniseries. Bees, are you into creepy movies?
Sweetheart, when you said they're here, who did you mean?
The TV people.
Do you see them?
Do you?
Something's funny going on here next door.
She was a very good child actress too. Oh yeah. Ah, lady after my own heart. Yeah, I like spooky dooky stuff.
Baby, where are you?
The determination as to whether your home is haunted is not very easy. It might be a poltergeist. Would your family welcome a serious investigation of these disturbances?
I just want you to find her, little girl.
Your daughter is alive and in this house. A terrible presence is in there with her. I've never sensed anything like it.
This movie's terrible. It's just creepy as heck.
It knows what scares you.
Bluey.
It has from the very beginning. Now let's go get your daughter.
Golly. I've seen this movie probably 400 times, and it never gets creepy. I'm sorry, it never stops being creepy. So if you decide to watch this movie, please do me a favor and don't watch it at like 3:30 p.m. in the afternoon on a Saturday, because like, well, it kept said to watch it, I guess I'll just watch it. No, you got to do it proper. You know, you gotta watch it like if you got a home theater, or at least, you know, maybe like some good speakers or headphones or something, and then watch it, you know, like at night. You know, you gotta watch it at night. Maybe turn the lights down a little low. Maybe have a TV blaring static in the background, and then maybe like some drugs and some heavy drinking. But yeah, that just, then you'll never think about this movie as being anything but scary ever again. Something so special about this movie, yeah, I mean, Bees is just because it was a very well made scary movie. And again, they made 2 sequels, you know, Poltergeist 2 and 3, which were, of course, you know, not as good, but and then the remake was terrible. But this, yeah, like I said, this movie holds up very, very well. But alrighty, well, that's yeah, I guess that's gonna do it for me for tonight. Please be sure to go check out once again Bees with the Knees at twitch.tv/bees with the knees. So yeah, one of the mods could give her a shout out as well. That'd be nice. So we're watching this for next movie night. We actually did, you know, every Sunday we would do Sunday movie night, and for Halloween we've watched, you know, usually watch scary movies, and we try, because we only have like, you know, 3 weekends, 4 weekends, what have you, try not to have a lot of repeats, but I would be absolutely up for watching Poltergeist again sometime. Yeah, you got to do the whole thing. You got to get yourself some popcorn. You've got to be you know, scared out of your mind about a child being eaten by a haunted house, you know, just, yeah, the wife, she like jumps headfirst into a wood chipper and she's okay, you know. So I think that was in the deleted scenes. Yeah. All right, thank you mods, appreciate that. So yeah, make Nerf Herder, yeah, Nerf Herder says, yeah, make yourself a steak while you watch it. Yeah, you know, do that. Maybe about halfway through the movie, make yourself a steak while watching the movie. Yeah, it might be tough to eat steak after this movie for at least a little while. Okay. My name is Kep Richard. I'll be back tomorrow at 4 p.m. U.S. Eastern. We'll probably get to check out Skate Story, courtesy of Devolver Digital. And yeah, thank you so much for watching a playthrough of Routine with me. And thank you so much to everybody for supporting the channel. Thank you very much. The guy, Jay Grant says the guy pulling his face off in the bathroom was traumatizing. Yes, shh, don't tell people. They need to suffer through that like how we did. Okay, yeah, let's go do this. It's about that time for me, so let's go see who we can raid for tonight. Yeah, who can we raid? They haven't raided in a while. Maybe we could raid somebody doing something spooky. Or maybe we could raid somebody who was playing this game. Routine. We could go raid Fist. You know, Alex. Maybe. Sleep well, Cap. Have an amazing night, and thank you for an amazing stream. Yeah, well, thank you for hanging out, Lion Strong. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Oh, why don't we do this? iCrawBaby, who she plays a lot of survival games, as you know, kind of like the same games that we play here from time to time. It's her birthday today, so why don't we go raid her and say happy birthday? So let's do this. Raid iCrawBaby. There is that right there. Bam. Okay. Hopefully I spelled that correctly. I think I spelled it correctly. So, all right. Yeah, let's do this. Please use your rad raid emotes and maybe give her some hearts and some happy birthdays, rad raids, maybe a couple rad lizards, and some maybe some rad explosions. I need to have like an explosion emote. But yeah, it's their birthday today, so be sure to wish them a happy birthday. But yeah, as for yours truly, again, I'll be back tomorrow at 4 p.m. U.S. Eastern. That's 9 p.m. Universal Time, 10 p.m. Central European Time, and 3 to 4 days from now, Australia time. So they're in the future. It's okay. So you know, and then this Thursday we might be doing some Elite Dangerous, and then Friday it's going to be another racing practice stream. iRacing just came out with a bunch of updates, and I do need to keep practicing for my real life race at Sebring, Florida. So hopefully, well, we can have some fun. Jay Grind and Alcinar were suggesting some new cars that they have in iRacing, so hopefully that'll be fun. But yeah, all right. Well, everyone, take care. Please do have a wonderful morning, noon, or night wherever you are in the world. Many salutes to y'all, and I'll see you tomorrow for another rousing stream of weird skateboarding. All right, take care, everyone. Good night, and please do have fun with iCrawBaby. Take care.